Hello everyone and welcome back to A Tractor's Life Season 3. A documentary where we visit various farms from around the world and document the daily runnings of a tractor and just how it performs at various tasks. In this episode we return to Piccola Fioritura farm, where we take a documented look at their Landini Series 8310 VS. So let's take a look into what makes this Italian-born tractor run. When it comes to power, it certainly delivers with an impressive 228 kilowatts. 310 horsepower. So really does have the power to get all the high-demanding work done when needed on the farm and in the fields. The gear system used in this model is a variable CVT. It is known as a continuously variable transmission. An automated transmission that can change through a continuous range of gear ratios for smoother transitions while the tractor is in motion. Unlike some of the other tractors that we have documented on, this tractor is different. With a fuel capacity of 550 liters but also has a DEF tank with a capacity of 70 liters. What is DEF and why is it used? Well, let's answer that now. Diesel exhaust fluid, better known as DEF, is an aqueous urea solution made with 32.5% urea and 67.5% deionized water, and is consumed in a selective catalytic reduction system commonly known as SCR. That lowers the concentration of nitrogen oxides in the diesel exhaust emissions from a diesel engine. Diesel exhaust fluid is a liquid solution that is used to reduce the amount of air pollution created by a diesel engine. So when diesel exhaust flows through the SCR system, diesel exhaust fluid is injected into the exhaust stream. The heat from the exhaust causes diesel exhaust fluid to decompose into ammonia and carbon dioxide. The ammonia then reacts with nitrogen oxide over a catalyst to form nitrogen and water vapor, which are harmless gases that are released into the atmosphere. Now let's talk about this tractor's top speed. With an awe-inspiring 31 miles per hour, it can count itself in the high tier for speed. It's not on the light side either when it comes to weight. 10.9 tons. That is a lot of weight being pressured into the ground, but that helps with the rolling fields that the farm own and work in. It will certainly need the right tires to help even out the weight, and that is where the BKT Agrimax Force tires come in. This model has added features such as rim rings. But why would this tractor have those? Well, tractor rim rings are used to support the weight of the tractor and transmit engine torque to the tire, then to the ground. The rim must be proportionally sized, taking into account the weight of your tractor with its implements and your engine power. It also has a brand new GPS system installed which aids the driver while out in the field and displays information straight to the tractor. So what is the job today for the Landini Series 8310 VS? It will be windrowing a field of hay that was previously tedded. We will talk in more detail about the windrower being used later. Let's talk about why is a windrower used. A windrow hay rake is an agricultural tool that can either be self-propelled with an engine or an implement attached to the rear of a tractor and powered by the power takeoff, commonly known as a PTO, and is used to collect cut hay or straw and form it into windrows for later collection by a baler or a loader wagon. It is also designed and used to fluff up the hay and turn it over so that it can speed up the drying process. So let's head out into the fields and take a closer look. As we approach the field, the Landini Series 8310 VS and the Oxbow 2340 have both been checked for safety reasons and to ensure that everything has been done properly. We will now talk about the implement being used. It is the Oxbow 2340. Coming in at a weight of 8.2 tons. You certainly need a tractor with power to use this. The power needed to safely use this is 110 kilowatts. 150 horsepower. So it requires a decent amount of power from the tractor. with a working width of 12 meters and a working speed of 11 miles per hour. It will take no time at all to get the field's hay into swaths. With it being on the heavier side, it needs the tires to match. This is where the Vredestein flotation track tires come into play, greatly spreading the weight evenly over the field. But you have to maintain the right air pressure as to not damage the ground. I thought it strange to see an oxbow here at the farm. I was informed later that it was brought from an online auction. It was an offer too good to turn down. Well, that's what the owner told me. Anyway, now we get to the part that we have all been waiting for. Let's watch this Italian-born tractor in action. So there we have it. A deep dive into the Landini Series 8310 VS. On and off the field. It was easy to see why the farm has so much respect for this tractor, as it rolls around the fields with ease even when under a demanding amount of power being used by bigger equipment. It is certainly a tractor to keep an eye on in the future. We will continue to deep dive into the other tractors that help run Piccola Fioritura farm. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe.